Welcome to 3D Learning. Animal rights is our topic, and this is video 7. This is about the story of breeding pets and having them have health problems so they have no rights. So the question is, should animals have a right to a set quality of life? That means that when you breed, they should have a reasonable idea of quality and length of life. Some breeds, as in the story, are bred for lazy or just rich owners. That's our goal. And this is video 7 of video of 10. So watch them all, download the book, go to the website, and have a good debate. In debate, position has to be understood. Position is going to be for or against. We will have statement, not a question. Now, that's not for every debate, but in this style, we want a statement, not a question. It's harder to think. Questions are easy, and they're good for discussion. Statements are firm things. They are about facts. They are about support. And so you have to react to the statement with facts, not opinions. Opinions are nice, but they're changeable with the wind. Facts are facts, and it's hard to argue with facts. And so the best argument will have the best support. And it's very specific about your position, for or against. When you're researching this, and if you are researching the opposite, then you would write an opposite statement to what the other team has. And so position is understood to be either support the statement or oppose the statement. We've had different statements. In fact, last video, there was a statement in the question. It was a question, and I think there was a statement. So, how do you react? You support or oppose. We don't want to say, I think. We want to say, I know, I heard, I read, I understand, you said, those kinds of things. But I think that's opinion. And at this point, we don't want to say think. We want to have other words that give us more hard evidence that you know what you're talking about. You are disagreeing not just because you had bad coffee in the morning or because you don't feel good, but you have some real evidence to support it. So you need to research, and you want to use proper sentence structures and vocabulary. Vocabulary you already have from the story, and you can expand that if you need. And sentence structure, well, if you use MS Word or some other program, it has often already, it will show you all the bad structure. Use Grammarly. Now, it's free, you can buy it, but a simple Grammarly will give you the basic structure things, just like MS Word. A lot of these have it built in already. If you put it online, you can put it through many different programs. So, just check for sentence structure. You don't need to know a lot of grammar. You don't know to be, you don't have to have good ones. The computer will do it for you if you type it in. So that's pretty easy. And a notebook, not a notebook as a computer, but a notebook as a paper writing. You already have lots of things written there, or you've already typed it in your computer file. And keep it up to date. Share it with your team. Okay? If you have a team and you have a secretary who is really good, if not, everybody, always have those personal notes. Personal note. You said, I read, I found, and from research, you share your research. Everybody will find different things. So you want to share your research, and then you want to put it together. Because remember those categories, long time ago in video 2 or something, or 3, You have those categories. Under each category, put everything under the category. You already did that. Now, you're just researching and putting everything in the category. Now, the category might change because maybe you've changed the position of your argument. But the category is very big, and so you may not have to change it at all. So each team member should already have points to research. Remember the graphic before? You have 5 statements or 1 statement for each. Each person should research that statement. Don't get excited about other people's statements. But if you find information, give it to that other person if it fits there. That's very, very important. There's topic related and general use vocabulary. When you did vocabulary before, you should have checked those vocabulary that you were going to use in your argument. A lot of vocabulary is not useful, but there's some very specific vocabulary you want to keep. For this story, general use vocabulary is located at the end of the idea. So we have put the general use vocabulary. If it's extra, we just put it at the end. And it might be added. You know, when you do research, you might find, oh, this extra vocabulary is, I find that in my research. So you add it to your valued vocabulary. It's important that the team understands the vocabulary and its use to better support or rebut, give your opposition their argument position. So the team has to understand the vocabulary you're going to use. And how to support it, it's going to put it in your writing. Later you're going to do some writing. You're going to write out your arguments. Put it in there so you're using it and everybody will know what you're using. It takes a lot of practice, so it might take a little bit of time. Discussions are based on opinions and answers to questions. And this is where these 2 ideas, though very similar, are different. Debate is about facts and statements. Discussions are about opinions and answers to questions. Very similar, just the way you talk is a little different. And that's what we want to keep on doing. We want to keep on making statements from facts. Now, to find the facts and to find your research, when you make a statement from a story, you have to consider what the core issue is. And remember, you made that main topic. You made the main topic in your outline. Your main topic should have one of these. And we chose privilege. Okay? If it's from economics, maybe social, economic, political, and culture. But today, the topics could range from abuse of pets. What about pet rights or environment or privilege? We chose privilege as kind of the topic to use in our first graph, pet privilege. Health, you know, animals and their health issues, and they're breeding for specific purpose and ignoring health. And economics, puppy mills make a lot of money. And if you're a specialty breeder, then you make even more money because you're making it just for 1 or 2 people. Now, you can build an argument on all of these. And if you have 5 people, 5, if you have 5 people, choose 5. Abuse, rights, environment, I mean there are 6 there. Choose 5 points. 1-word points, build your argument. Focused on a statement. So research, abuse of pets, pet rights. Not just animal rights, but pet rights. The debate statement can be the most difficult choice. Why is it difficult? Because if you have 5 ideas, there are many ideas, and what do you want to focus on? What's the main point you want to focus on? Write many different ones. And on the next slide are a few to choose from. Some are precise. Don't make them long. You don't want long ideas, because if you have a long idea, you have too many ideas. The title has maybe 2 or 3 ideas. It's too long. One idea. Focus on one idea. What do you want to argue? What do you want to argue? Just one idea. Okay? The danger is to make it too long, and that's the issue. You make it long, and then you get other ideas. And too much information in the statement creates a focal point that is too narrow, too wide, out of focus. Stick to the key issue. Stick to the key issue you want to debate. It's easy to go outside of that. It's very easy. You have 6 different topics, core issues. 6. Choose one and build around it. An argument starting from why. Why is a difficult question to answer, and therefore the first effort should be here. Why is abuse a problem? Why is pet privilege a problem? Why? And so once you determine why, you find the facts to support your idea. The designer pet trend is based on greed. That's what the story says. A product of human nature, and nobody will stop it. So, one idea, greed, human nature is greed, and nobody will stop it, is greed. Because trend. Puppy mills, puppy mill pets feed the greed while creating a surge of rescue. So, greed. Greed seems to be kind of a key idea here. Designer pets should not be allowed because it leads to shorter lifespans and diminishing quality of life, which is greed. So, make your own team idea. These are just 3 that are possible, but make your own. Don't copy and paste. Make your own. Talk about it. What do you want to? The second one is puppy mills. What's the problem with puppy mills? And you have the core issues. You have the core issues. They're all here. All core issues can be here. So put those ideas together. Put them together and write your team idea here. That is number 1. So this week you have determined core issues. Don't just copy and paste the 6 that I put there. Put other ideas. Change them, add to them, How will you defend it? Talk about it. You set the statement you're wanting to argue. You've gone through the core issues, you talk about these things, you have the questions from before. If you have your notebook, you have lots of answers. And now you want to talk about the statement you're wanting to. You set the statement. And have support. But did you find support? Did you go there and find it? To communicate? Did you try to oppose? Did you disagree with your other people? Disagree. If you are 5 people, you want to disagree with 4. 4 disagreements. I disagree. Why do you disagree? Build your opposition. It's hard because you're all thinking together. And you're saying, oh, this is very nice. These are all plus, 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 plus. But you want to disagree because you are going to face opposition. And you want to start thinking like the other team. If you think like the other team, you will win. You have begun to practice thinking for the debate. No more thinking. No. Thinking, no. Support, solid. I read, I heard, I know from experience, you said, those kind of statements. That's what you want to start with. Adding 3 information ideas. Add more ideas. Add more ideas. Always add. Disagree. So we want to start doing that together. Are you ready? Are you excited? Say, yes, I'm excited. And if you're stressed, say, oh, Kyosanin. Oh, teacher. We're almost there. As a team, you will win. This is not on one person. This is the team builds the argument. Okay? To build, research it for yourself. Your piece, your small piece. Research everything you can to support your little piece, your little statement that you did in the first graphic. Research it. You can do it. Video 8 is coming up. See you there.